Maybe to start with, I would want to know about yourself. Your name, your involvement in the organization.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Elton Majakwara. I'm the father of many children. Like right now, I've got 47. If I say father of many, I mean here at Musha WeVana, I'm the father to them. I'm their father. They call me dad. So, but I'm also married to one wife and 3 biological notorious boys. So basically, here I work as an administrator. I'm the one who do the day-to-day activities, making sure the children are well fed and make sure everything is in place for them to survive, to eat, and also education, etc. But basically, we are an organization, as you mentioned, Marondera Child Care Society, or Musha WeVana. That is our name. Marondera Child Care Society is an organization which was registered under Department of Social Welfare. We work under Department of Social Services. This home, or this Musha WeVana, it was established in 1993 by the lady called Alida Farrar. I think you can see the picture there. Is a feeding scheme for over 200 children during that time at a local clinic, at Nyameni clinic. So by then funds were raised to build this orphanage. So the funds were raised, and this organization, that is where this Marondera Child Care Society built. It was in 1997. So that is where we are today, and
the distance that you have also traveled.
Yes.
Okay, let me come back to Baba WeVana and it's
yes.
Yeah, like you always referred to. For how long have you been with this organization?
I started in 2016, June, 1st of June, until now.
Until now. And how has it been like? I think since 2016 to date, it's a tedious job being a father. And I don't know what has actually been the driving factor for you then to have this kind of inclination to these children.
The thing which drives me to at the most is I have children at heart. I've been working with the children. Even before I came here, I was working with the children also. So when I come here, I don't take it as a job as such, but I take it as a calling, because to work at an organization like this, and also to work with children, and they came from different backgrounds and everything, there is a lot of challenges that you face. So if you are not strong, if it's not a calling, truly speaking, you run away. But what drives me the most is I'm that kind of person who don't want to see young children suffering in any way, like being abused emotionally, sexually, any type of abuse. I'm very, very sensitive to those issues, and and also it is my passion to work with the children.
Yeah, I think that's quite interesting. Then, being a family man, you have 3 biological children, and you have got these other 45 plus. Maybe they can be 100 one day. I am bound maybe to look at the divided love between the biological children and these children. How basically do you manage the two? Or else you just treat them as one?
I just treat them as one family. Because my biological and the kids that I'm looking after here, they are just like the same. Even if you see them outside, you cannot even identify maybe this one is for the administrator, this one is for the orphanage. They are all the same. Even the type of clothes, the food they eat, and everything. I just try to live a normal life where everyone is living outside there. Yeah.
Okay. And then coming to the issue of you said this center started as a feeding scheme, and eventually it became a host for these children. How does one become a member of the center? Do you sort of like what I've seen in other instances where children are referred, or how exactly does one child become a member of the center?
Okay, thank you. That is very interesting question. But like as I said, we are registered under Department of Social Welfare. Mm-hmm. All of our children, they come through Department of Social Welfare. Okay. Yeah, they come either Social Welfare or Zimbabwe Republic Police, but they also have to go through Department of Social Welfare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's quite good, because I thought maybe if I were to meet a struggling child in the street, then I would just bring that child here.
If you bring it here, we will advise you to take the child to the social welfare or to the police, and then police, they know the procedures until the child gets here. And also the social welfare, those are the ones who knows which home is not full, which one can we place this child and the likes. Yeah, because there is many homes in Marshall and East.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, these children, they have their own biological parents.
No, not all of them. These are vulnerable children.
Yeah.
Some of them, they are abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have even traceable relatives.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have some they are abused. Some both parents deceased, and no one wants to take the responsibilities. And those are some of the cases. But for those who come, like if we get a child like a month old or some weeks old, without a name, without a surname, we have to name them.
And then the surname?
We have also to name them.
What's the okay? That's quite interesting. How then do you come up with a surname for somebody? I'm Tapiwa Chengeta, and maybe how I would take you that maybe my surname I got it from my parents. So how do you come up with that? Because I think from an African perspective, the issue of inclination of surname into them, they have got a relationship.
The criteria that we were using before, we were using, like, if a child come from Macheke, we can name like Tapera Macheke.
Okay.
Yes, but takazoona kuti it's not a proper way to do it. Yeah. Because sometimes it will remind the child the background also. Yeah. So we changed the criteria to name to give the surnames and also the names.
Okay.
So we just pick a surname which is what this is the best for
for the child.
Yeah, for the child. Okay.
Yeah. The only interesting thing is that I think you mentioned the fact that you deal with some of the children are abandoned. You also have got abused children. So then comes in the issue of psychosocial support. How then do you do counseling and everything like that?
Actually, we do counseling because here I'm the administrator and we have the social worker who does the social with the children, who liaise with the children and counsel them. And also there are some of the organizations who came and do the counseling.
Then comes the issue of the children themselves. Isn't there a certain occasion in life where maybe they come to you to ask, where is my biological father, where is my biological father? And if there are such instances, how then do you deal with such instances with parents?
Basically we don't wait for them to come to us to ask those questions. There is a certain age that we have to review to them their background, but we don't give them like full details, especially for those who are totally abandoned. We find a way to explain to them so that they can understand their situation, and also because like at the age of 13, that is where we start to put something in them, and then so was from 0 to 10 years they so they can't think unless if somebody atowaudza kuti iwo wakanhungwa. We have got some challenges amongst the children, because some they are 18 years, they came like a zero months, and so for those who are 18 years, you can see even a child comes, they know this one maybe she's an abandoned or is an abandoned child or something like that. And some of them they vanozosiya kuti uyu mwana uyu akanhongwa. So when they play, they can shout to each other, that's why wakanhongwa, that's why wakauya naningi, that's why wakakandwa nepajurawo. We have got those cases like a father can come and throw a child through the jurawo and then the father runs away. Because people, they know if they leave a child here, they know the child is going to be to be catered and they are going to be fed and everything. So those people who abandon the kids, they don't throw them like in a river or in a bush. They live at a place where everyone can
pick the child.
Yeah, can pick the child. So in some cases we might face challenges there with our kids, but now we are trying by all means to keep their backgrounds like private and confidential. Their files and everything. Each and every child has got a file.
Okay.
So that is where we keep their background information and everything. So we try by all means not to review even to the kid. We don't give the kid a file.
Okay.
To read.
Just a follow-up to the instant in which you said some parents, they can even come and throw their children, knowing very well that the child will be looked after. Haven't you had cases where the very same parents would then come back to say, I have my child who is here because maybe the problems that they had at that particular time have suppressed, or that love, parent love, is now coming back to them to say, I want to see my child. Haven't you had such situations?
they don't come in that way, because some of the parents, maybe they are scared, maybe they might
be arrested.
Yeah. So they don't come like say, no, I've put my child here. We have got a similar, a very good example case that to Yatangetina Pano, Yomwana. So what happened is that that child takaenda kunam, and then Tirimbaz, another lady, and she says, I know you. And she said, what? She said, I know you. You are from Macheke. She said, no. And that lady, she said, I know even where your mother is. So the child, what she does is she just called the mother, and then she explained. It was, as I said, we put four mothers here. So akangai in that bus, and then she called the mother and said, can you please listen what she's saying? And they proceed to the funeral. When they come back, on a Sunday, they come as a family. That lady, the mom, and that's the Amai. So they come and we sit down and we talk, and the mother started to explain what happened, because the child came here like a month old. So she started to explain what happened and all those things, and we said, wow, it's okay. So it comes a time where we reunify the children with their families, if they have the families. So in this case, we find a family, so we were supposed to reunify the child because she was already 18 years. So we went there. When we went there, like you can come here and say, I want to be a foster parent, but I want to foster that child. And then we said, no, you can go to social welfare and do 1, 2, 3 things for you to be a foster parent. That is what she does. And then she came here, she picked a child, and she said, no, I want to foster her. And she was just going there weekends, holidays, and the stuff. So what happened is, when we went to reunify the child with their parents, with their family, we got surprised to see the foster parent was there. She is the sister to.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So which means maybe the foster parent knew that this one.
No, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I got surprised one time when the introduction starts. That is where I said, oh, this is
a familiar name.
Yeah. So those are some of the things the families does when they want to come here and But basically, they, especially those who abandoned, they don't come. Yeah.
Okay. Then comes to the issue of the relationship between the children themselves. I think I've already seen that the other elder girl was holding the younger one, and that shows that already there is a relationship that is existing between the children as brothers and sisters, as sisters and sisters. How do you foster that relationship in the home?
We try by all means to, like as I said, we live as a family. We live in a, like, this is a family setup where the mother, the father, the children, the kids, and everything. So they know this is my sister, this is my brother.
Yeah.
So even if it comes, someone wants to do something to someone outside there, they one of those what report kunzwa kunzi pana someone angabuda kurowa mu location.
They defend each other.
They defend each other, even at school.
Okay, they go to school.
Yeah, they go to school.
And okay. Which is very much interesting. Okay, they also go to school. Maybe before we go to the issue of schooling, I want to believe that at some point there is an exit point for the children. They are here for a certain period. Obviously, they can't be here until they are old like me. Do you have an exit point for the children to say it's such an age, maybe this child can leave the home now?
Yes, actually, I was waiting for that question. Like as I said before, we work under Department of Social Welfare. The social welfare, they only allow us to keep the child up to 18 years.
Okay.
Once the child reaches 18 years, the social welfare give us the discharge letter for the child, and the child must go.
Where now is the person? 18 years zakwana.
Yeah.
Ndilipano ndakufana kuenda. I don't know my parents. I don't know where I came from. So where now?
That is where the biggest challenge is that we are facing as an organization. Because once the child turns 18 years and then the social welfare says no, you have to discharge that child because it might influence other children as well, because he or she is no longer an adult. He is no longer a child. He is an adult, or she's an adult. So in doing that, that is where we have got another house at Viscount, along First Street. That is where we are keeping those who are 18 and above. And also we have started to do some projects, farming, poultry projects that we are doing for them, for those who don't so we are doing my projects so that they can get my certificates. It's like a vocational training that we are doing to them, because Takapuwa land per get house to do those things. And also we have built a house that
because obviously when I asked that question I felt some form of emotional attachments in you. But now the child is leaving for the home. The child is nowhere to go, and I could see from you how then sometimes do you feel when such instances occur. But now once 18 years, the child should be leaving. You as the father, and the only father that the child knows, and you as the father, and already, like you said, because of your attachment with them, obviously there is bound to be some social attachments and it in terms of feelings. I'm gonna have to end out, but how exactly does it feel for you in such instances?
As a father, like to me as a father, to look after the children for 18 years and let the children go, it's like I feel like I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Because the idea is to see what have we achieved pamwana ye watinenge tachengeta tazoachieve iwo pari chiwo chatamupa in life chekuti anenda nacho chekuti tomorrow he doesn't come back achituka home kuti dai ndisina kurerwa pahome apa dai upenyu hwangu uri nani. So tikuedza kuti at least mwana abve panapa aine chainacho. Even social welfare ikatitumidzira madischarge letters emwana, isusu hatingoti mwana chienda, because hapana zvatinenge taita, and also hapana even feedback yatinogona kuzopawo even kune vanotipa rubatsiro kuti mwana uyo wamaipa rubatsiro akazoita zvakadai so muupenyu. So tinozosara tisu tine mutoro social welfare yapa side nekuti inenge isisina chekuita nemwana. So tinenge tane mutoro kuda kuona kuti so todii nemwana.
Okay.
Yeah. Tinonyova encourage kuti vaite a wedding. Even we don't charge like as we are charging like many, but even that money we use for preparation for their wedding as well and everything. Because the thing chinozoitika panapa ndechekuti once mwana aenda kumurume akwanise kuzodzoka kana achinge arambwa kuti ndarambwa kumurume, so I have to come back home.
All right. Okay, what have been some of the challenges that you've been facing of yours running such a home like this one? Many children, they want to eat every day. What are some of the challenges that you're facing as an organization?
Okay, the first challenge that we are facing is I have to mention the thing of some of the people like in the location, they do like take advantage of our kids, like especially girls. You know, sometimes vana vari vulnerable, so they are very easy ngoti vangonyengerwa ne very little thing. So iyo imwe challenge ya tinayo panapa, especially to the girl child. And also the other challenge yatinoita panapa ndeyekuti as an organization pano we don't have like a main donor, what not, this is a constant donor kuti if things goes wrong, if we need like this
food or whatever,
we have to call Ningi to bring us this. Like, it's the only thing that we can call is for school fees. When we need school fees, that is where we call the UMC. So that is the only donor that we have like now. What not we need donor what tinaye are strong kwatiri. So zvinozotisiya like our priority ndeyekuti vana vedu vaende kuchikora. That is our first priority here, education, and then the rest zvinozotera. So tinozotora mari yatingafanira kushandisa kutenga chikafu takuda kunokavhisa zvevana vechikoro, nekuti number one we don't want our children kuti vave vari different
from others.
From others, even at school. We want them to look like the same like everyone. Not kuti mwana wedu anonzi teacher vachingopinda mclass of wati uyo kumusha wavana, he doesn't pay anobhadhara fees, so
ana mabhuku
kaunta ana mabhuku and hauna uniform, so kama enda panze. So we try to cover that area kuti vana vedu varatidzike zvakanaka kuchikoro. So zvinozotisiya panyaya dze like for example panyaya yediet yevana, zvimwe zvinhu zvekuti zvinonzi chakafugidza dzimba matenga. Zvinozotisiya takuti zvimwe zvinhu zvisingaoneke kunze tinokwanisa kuzvitseketudza kuitira kuti zvingofambawo. But it's a very big challenge yatinayo pano. But also I think I need to mention kuti tinotenda even Proton Bakery muno Marondera vanoti supply a dozen rechingwa each and every day.
Okay.
Then total Doug's Butchery inotipawo 10 kgs means like every Friday of the week. Basically those are the like my local donors. Mamwe ma donors atinowana like my challenges atinowana ndeyekuti mamwe ma donors edu isusu mazhinji achona makanedzina na zvikoro. Like for the likes of Marondera High, vanounzawo something like when vakunovhara zvikoro they collect matakis anenge aine vana anenge asarira, and then vanomaisa together and then they bring it here. So ndokumwe kwatinowana support. But pakazoitika like a crisis like the current one of COVID-19, it's a very very big challenge to us as an organization kuti sustain like the way yatagara sustain nayo. because like iko zvinezvi even munhu aisimbotigira 2 kg yeshuga haachakwanisi kutigira 2 kg yeshuga. Munhu aisimbotigira bhari sipo haachakwanisi kutigira bhari sipo. Saka it's a challenge nekuti anongotaura kuti kubasa ndakambomiswa mazuva ano, I'm not going to work. Kuti ndakange ndiri munhu aita zvema flea markets, so my flea markets, they are closed, they are not doing anything. So those are the challenges that we are facing as an organization. And also not to I have to mention a thing of like here tine a very big challenge panyaya the electricity. It's a very big challenge to us. Tinofunga kuti if we could get a powered solar system, it will work for us. Like here tinoshandisa ball redondere magetsi, so sometimes kana kusina magetsi inenge itori a very big problem. And also kana tistori na mari yacho yekutenga magetsi, kureva kuti hakuna mvura inenge ichipinda mutank. And with the number of the children yatinayo, we are very worried kuti panogona kuzoitika ma-outbreak akaita se-cholera and the likes. So it's a very big challenge also to us. And also here, like the other challenge that yatinayo, sometimes tinombopindirwa usiku nembavha, only because mukatarisa jurawo redu riri little bit riri pasi zvakanyanyisa kusaidi zvekuti anyone anenge achingopfuura apo can see kuti mukati munei and everything. So sometimes tinozosiya vana vedu vapa risk, because inini I don't stay here ndinogara to the next street. So with the time yavanozondifonera panongori ladies chete nevana. So sometimes tozosiya the big boys ndo vakubuda panze vakudzingasana nembavha. So it's a very risky thing, especially to the children to do those things. So tinongofungidzira kuti pamwe ejurawo redu rikareiswa kuenda kumusoro, maybe zvinogona kuti batsira, because takambofunga kuti tiite a security guard. We can have a security guard, but the challenge is we can't have a security guard wechirume, because tine zvatinozviitira kuti tisaite security guard wechirume. Yeah, tine vana tizoziva kuti umwe munhu akamira sei. So zvinozotisiya kuti kana titsvaga a security guard mara zvinozopedzera takutsvaga a security guard wechikadzi chete. But takazoona kuti zvinogona kuzongove ne challenge wo zvakare. So the thing is ndeyekungoti if our jurawo rikareiswa kuenda kumusoro, zvinogonawo kuti batsira kuti ma-challenges iwayayo tisasangane nawo. Like takati nechibage change chiri mudara, takatochibvisa tikatochisa muhoo
chakubiwa.
Yeah, tatoona kuti chakubiwa. Sometimes tinomborima chibage kuseri uko kugarden kwa China name, atinorima chibage find out kuti kuseni unomuka chibage chakachorwa chakatemwa. Tinorima nzimbe dzevana, because what we normally do is tinoda kuti vana vedu vadyewo zvekudyiwa mucommunity, kuti vasazonoba mucommunity, kuti vakaona munhu arikudya nzimbe obva vachiva kuti hanzimbe handiko kweda hatizive. Saka totovarimirawo pano kuti vadyewo nzimbe, totovarimirawo chibage kuti vagochewo chibage kumoto, zvatinongoitawo kudzimba kwedu. So but we are facing those challenges dzekuti vana vedu vari kuzove at risk. Like now iko zvinezvi tine 2 houses dzinogara boys ne 2 houses dzinogara girls. So if girls vakanzwa sort of like noise or mutsindo panze, they scream and everything, which is not okay to them. So it's a very, very big challenge to us.
Then the issue of health, I know it's sometimes it's a challenge. Kuti vana vanogona kumbo vanafanike vadiki vaya, they can fall sick even during the night. How then do you take them to the hospitals?
We don't have a car for the orphanage. I basically use my own car to take them even at the midnight.
Okay.
So the good thing is to the hospital we don't pay anything, especially if you take the child to the government hospital. The thing that we only pay is medicine.
Right.
Yeah, for because we use what we call it AMTO.
Okay.
Assisted medical treatment order.
Okay. I know that's really wonderful. Maybe my last question would do, maybe it's not a question as such, but I would look at maybe your aspirations as a home. I know you have a vision. I can see in the new house there. Where would you want to see the home maybe in the next coming 10 years?
In the next 10 years, we want to see this home like not the way it is today. As a home, tine chiono chekuti tinofanira kuita our own land, a very big land, so that we can build our school. We can do farming there, so that zvinhu zvakawanda hatizononoki pamusiwo yemadhonasi edu kuti tapererwa nehupfu, tapererwawo nesauti. Tinenge chidawo kuti patinonoka tinenge chiti tibatsireiwo titenge mabhuroira 2000 yekuti tichengete kufamu kwedu. Titange a project. Tibatsireiwo kuti titenge nguruve. So far we have got nguruve dzatinadzo. Tibatsireiwo titenge nguruve. Tibooste our project yatagara tinayo. Tibatsireiwo tiite certain projects ma life projects ekuti even mazouya mangwana munoswa kuti toda kuonawo project here, toda kuonawo nguruve dziye, so that munoziva kuti no kumusha wevana pakaitwa zvinhu zvikaendeka kumberi, and nanhasi vari kurarama through those projects dzatakaita. Izvozvo zvakare zvinonyanya kutikosherawo kwatiri than kuunzirwa soti mukati unzira soti nhasi tichangonoidya yabva yapera, takutokanganwa kuti muriko.
So in short, you are looking at self-sustainable projects.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, what would be your message to the people out there in terms of the home? What would be your message? What kind of support would you really maybe call out for from the people out there to say, this is what we have as a home, this is what we need?
Okay, my message is like we need those projects to sustain us and to push us to the next level as a home. Like for now, as an organization, as an institution, with that small piece of land that we have, we have got a chicken, a fowl run, which can accommodate about 200 chickens at Viscount. So, and also we have got a poultry. We have got a land to put like vegetables and all those things. If you could get something to push us to do those projects, I think it will be the best for the organization and also even for the kids, because the good thing is our kids will learn how to do it. Pavanozoba panapa inenge isiri nyaya kuti tikuzviita kuti titengese tiwane mari kuti home irarame, tikuzviita kuti tiwane mari kuti home irarame, yes, but at the same time we are doing it for our kids kuti vazvione kuti even if akapasa kuchikoro unoda something chaunoita nemaoko ako.
Exactly.
So ndo panapa ndo zvatinowanzo kuchemera kuti dai zvinhu zvakadaro zvaitika. It's like patakapiwa a piece of land pa gate house, we were very happy. Like now hatichaenda kunonoka kuti tiri kukumbira upfu nekuti we are now growing our own maize. Totora chibage chedu, hatitombohayi motikari yekuti vana vedu vaende kuchigayo. Tinoti vana zvatinongeta kumamisha, torai chibage, ngatiuruse chibage, ngatitsige chibage, handi yepachigayo. So kwavari ivo chinhu change chagara chisimo, so vanonzwa kuzvifarira kuita kuzviita because chinhu chavanga vasina, chavanga vasingazive kuti chinoitwa nevana. Chinhu chengoti vangoziva kuti kana kuri kuenda kuchigayo, we can hire a truck inoiswa chibage choenda chodzoka wahupfu. Vamwe vacho vaizomuzva kuti chigayo chinogaya sei chibage. So sometimes if you take them there, unovapinzawo muchigayo, see how ndo mushandiro wacho ndo zvazvinoitwa. So vanove like active pazviri zvekuti vanove interested kuti isusuka toda kutozorimawo. Even if tikaenda kumagarden muchatoona kuti kune tuma portions twavo vana vega, kana even around the houses kwavo ikoko vanotone tuma portions twavo twavanotorimawo muriwo yavo. Vanoziva kuti uyu ndiwanhingi vachitozvirimira muriwo wavo, havatumwe. Vanongoya kuno kuchitawo ngoti tudo masidzi, mune masidzi ere akaita sei, totovapa masidzi votoita their own thing. So hazvenge zvagara sei mavari, so totozvidyara mavari kuti zviitike izvozvezvo, because we want chatiri kuda kutraya kubvisa mavari. It's a dependent syndrome yekungoti anything chavada vanongoziva kuti chichauya. Anofanira kuziva kuti kana akurasa sadza, anofanira kuziva kuti sadza iri ndakarishandira, ndakarisakurira kumunda, ndikariendera kuchigayo, so anofanira kunge ndichirasa sadza.
So the self-responsibility becomes an important skill.
Yes.
Maybe if you could go back again to the issue of schooling, like you said, you have kids that are young, so my creche, my primary and secondary. How has it been like? I think managing, those children from that, different stages, ECD, primary, and then eventually secondary. How has it been like? I think maybe if you could just outline a bit quickly, how do you manage it and some of the challenges that you're also facing related to that?
Okay. The thing about schooling is like as I mentioned before, it's like a big challenge to us. Like as I said, most of our fees anobva kuma well-wishers and also to UMC Nottingham. But challenge inozovepo kana kuchinge tine mwana kuda kuenda grade 1 Nottingham isina fees yekuti vana vabhadharire for that child aroda kuenda kana kuti grade 1 kana kuti aroda kuenda for ECD. So inozove a challenge yekuti isusu one tina mwana wedu anobhadharirwa neBeam or any other organization, or any other organization. But vana vedu ivavo vamwe vachona tinozombonokumbirawo muma ECD, kana iri ECD tombonokumbirawo mumacrashes ari akatikomberedza kuti so far hatina mari, tikumbirawo kuti mutitorerewo mwana wedu ambofanodzidza. Then the good thing is vazhinji vacho hapana patatamboenda kumacrash tine mwana tikanorambirwa. Tine vamwe vari panonzi pafoundation, tine vamwe ari pa Rapids. So vanotitorerawo vana vachinofunda. But most of our kids vanoenda kuma government schools, like zvikoro zvakatikomberedza zviri mudhuze nesu zvakaita sana RG, Nyameni and also Chirtombo. But tine vamwe vari paNego House and Marondera. Tine mumwe ari kuboarding kumarangi anobhadharirwa zvakarewo neimwe family yeUnited Methodist. What we normally do is limit mwana, we don't limit. So namtaura kuti education kumwana panapa is a priority. is this. Atilimite mwana for education. What we do is mwana akapasa grade 7 anosarudza kwaroda kuenda. And then we work hard
kuti mukwanise
kuti raise those funds kuti mwana iye aende kuchikoro ikoko. Why? Because zvinomotivate iye and also others to do good. So ati limite mwana, atizongoisi mwana ungoti nenyaya kungoti wabuda ne 6 units. So chingoenda ipapo kandi chingoenda tinomubvunza kuti urida kuenda papi? Ndechipi chikoro chaurida kuenda. Then mwana antaura kuti ndoda kuenda paNegwa House, ndoda kuenda Marondera High, ndoda kuenda kuRuware, ndoda kuenda ku Chertombo or whatever. So at limite mwana when it comes to education. Even if akapasa O level yake, tinomubvunza kuti first tisati tamufungira toda kutanga tanzwa kuti iye ari kufunge iwo semunhu, because kana mwana apasa form 4 kureva kuti ane pfungwa dzake dzinenge dzaakufungawo zvimwe zvinhu. Tinotanga tamubvunza kuti iwewe chii chauda kuita. Akati ada kuenda ku A level and then anoenda mberi ne A level yake. Kana achinge apedza tochimubvunza zvakare kuti chii chiri mupfungwa dzako chauda kuita. Then ochipika anything chauda kuita, kungava kuenda ku college or anywhere, anoenda ku college kusvikira apedza iye pane shungu dzake. Tine wani mwana wedu enezve ave lecturer pachinoi university. Tine vamwe vakagraduate kumasvingo Great Zimbabwe. Tine vamwe vakagraduate pano padhuze pakushinga. So tinawo magraduates vatinawo pano vakabva pano. So ati limite mwana for education. Sometimes pane munogona kusvika imoti ndoda kubhadharirawo fees. Ndoita sei? Ndoda kubhadharirawo mwana 1 fees. Toti okay, muda kubhadharira mwana ari grade hani akaita sei? Moti ndoda kubhadharira mwana musikana kuti mukomana ari grade 5. Toti okay, vana vedu vari grade 5, tine vana vedu 6 vari grade 5. Then mimi mochichuza kuti muda kubhadharira musikana here, muda kubhadharira mukomana here. But what we normally do when it comes panyaya dzema fees for transparent, ati isusu inini handibati those mari dzema fees. What we normally do for transparent is like for Nottingham when they want to pay fees for vana vari pa-RG Mugabe. For example, vanda vabhadharira vana 10 vari pa-RG, vada vabhadharira vana 7 vari pa-Nyameni High. What I normally do is I send them the banking details for Nyameni High. I send them in, and then they put straight
into the school account.
Yeah, into the school account. And then inini vanozonitumira a proof of payment yandinozokwanisa kuenda nayo kuchikoro kunotora ma receipts, and then ndovatumira ma receipts iwayo vochigarawo navo for their record nyingirikini yavo. So that is what we normally do, but it's ipapapo vana vedu hapana mwana wedu anoti zvikoro zvinovhurwa asina kubhadharwa fees. Because ndingangoti that's why this office is open. For kuti tuone kuti vana panovhurwa zvikoro mwana wese awana here uniform, mwana wese awana here fees yake yabhadharwa here yemwana wese. Kana kuri kutonzi mwana iyeye haana kutobhadharwa fees, mwana iyeye haatombofanira kutozviziva kuti fees yake haina kutombobhadhara. What we normally do is ndinozoenda kuzvikoro ndonolayaza nema-headmaster nema-senior teachers kuti ndine mwana wangu ari pano, fees yake haisati yabhadharwa, but please ndikukumbirisai kuti mwana musazomubudisa muclass or anything else or kungomuembarasa in front of others.
We are making efforts to
yes. So izvezvo ma-teachers vari muzvikoro nema-headmaster vanotinzwisisa, but even kuzvikoro kweduwo zvako kunoenda vana kwekutera kuzvikoro kwese, hatina chikwereti kuchikoro, hatiwanzodi kusiya a bad record kuchikoro kuti ndikazoenda panyameni like ndine list yevana vakanyora grade 7 this year ndine about 10 vana vari kunyora grade 7 ndo vanoenda paNyameni vanonzi nyimi Musha WeVana mubhadhare fees saka tikakuindorerai vana venyu vese 10 hapana it will become a problem to us. So vana venyu tsvagai kwekunovaisa. So tinosiyawo a very good record pachikoro like mune zvimwe zvikoro zvachona zvakatotikomberedza izvizvi. They really want like zvimwe zvizhinji zvinoramwa neSDC. So they really want us to be part of the SDC committee and the likes. So vamwe pachona totozoti no basa rinozondwandira like now I'm the chairman pa-RG we SDC committee yepa RG primary. So kuNyameni vaido zvakare futi kuti ndipinde mu-SDC committee ndikati no basa ndanozondwandira. I'm also the chairman wopa RG kumusha WeVana kune zvinenge zvida kuitwa. So my responsibilities anozondwandira. So ingori nyaya yekuti tinosiya a very good name kuzvikoro.
Then the last issue, I think I had forgotten this one. How many employees are you here, or you are for just volunteers?
No, we have 5 mothers.
Okay. And who takes care of the welfare of these mothers?
Okay, we have got 5 mothers and 2 gardeners and the administrator and the social worker.
Okay.
So pane rinonzi board of trustees.
Okay.
Yeah, rina chairman we board vanove Pastor John Chinyowa, Reverend Chinyowa.
Okay.
Vanopinda Family Praise Fellowship. So ndo vanoona kuti ma caregivers and the gardeners vabhadharwa here and the stuff, because isusu, yes, this office we use it kuti vana vararame. Inini I can't call kuti tikudawo mari yekuti vana kuti anamai vabhadharwe, but kwandokwanisa kufona kuti anamai vabhadharwe kuboard ndo kwandokwanisa kuisa call, then ivo ndo vanosource those funds kuti anamai magardeners and staff yese yabhadharwe.
No, it's okay.
Kuchema kwangu ama tayaura vanondireva sevanondisiva vachindibata neukasha osha yangu ama kushaya chete vanondisema vachinditsinga vakundiseka vachindisvipa mosha yangu ama urema chete ndinzwe iwo upenyu hwangu ama tatambura ndinzwe iwo kuchema kwangu ama tayaura akandinzwire andimuzivi pekugara ndichisina hama dzacho ama kutangwa chete makandisiya ndotoziva rifaro sendikari nyika kurarama kwangu ama misodzi chete ndinzwe iwo